Welcome to today's edition of Viewer Levels. And welcome back, everybody who is, of course, regular here. Male64, RVamp, Green Heroes with the first submission, which is going to be something from your profile. Before we get into that, I guess we'll start with a quick warm-up level and system check. This is Lucifer, who is a very popular and well-known maker, mostly known for putting pixel art in every level. I haven't actually played his stuff in it over a year now, I think, because it's been a long time since he's been able to make it to my stream. So I thought I'd just take a quick look at this, see how it's going. Very new creation from about a week ago. And then we'll go straight into the queue after that. So welcome everybody who's come in already. Thank you, Sadamil, for the code. We'll hopefully get you in quickly this time. And yeah, RVamp, I hope the work on that level has been going all right. Okay, it's going to be a Boo track level. I've seen plenty of things like these before, but this one is going to be a fairly straightforward speedrun segment. As you can see, fall out coins, bounce around, and the acceleration is just going to follow you. You do need to watch your step around those spikes, of course. And then we go back. And whoops, almost missed that one. And Redbeard, welcome. Audio sounds off. Yeah, that's why we do a systems check at the very start. If we have a problem with sound, we'll hopefully catch that quickly. Sadamil, I can try Kaizos. I can't necessarily beat them, but I have beaten some in the past before. I'll definitely be open to trying a Kaizo level for sure. If anybody notices the same audio issues as RVamp, please let me know quickly. That's why we do try to run something at the start. Style Snivy, Baba is You, which is a puzzle game that was released in 2019, which is an absolutely amazing logic puzzle game. And last week it received a maker mode as well. It received a pretty big patch on all platforms that allows people to create their own puzzles in-game and share them across platforms, and so we've been doing a bit of that game on the side since we have a lot of crossover with Baba Is You just from the puzzle crowd in Mario Maker. And so yeah, we'll be kind of featuring that as our second game alongside Mario Maker for the next little while. The audio is kind of lagging. Okay, RVamp will fix that very quickly, just to make sure we get to the best experience possible in for people's actual submissions in just a moment. Hopefully this problem goes away quickly. Okay, do let me know if audio is a bit better, and Tojavoid, or Togavoid, welcome and thank you for Vinepit. Alright, let's change directions a little faster this time, and get the full jumps down as well. Just a couple of simple platforming tweaks that will make this work smoothly. And then there's going to be some back and forth again after that I'm sure will be dependent on my activation of this switch, just lining everything up. And yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the audio in the meantime, just to make sure I'm not noticing anything too glitchy on my end, but do tell me if the sound is a little bit better coming from the Switch. Whoops, lost a little bit of time there. Redbeard, I wouldn't be able to get very far in one of your escape rooms today unless it's a shorter one. But I'm hoping to maybe dedicate the bulk of a puzzle stream to one of yours at some point. We have a lot to catch up on. I think I'm through maybe a little less than half your list. But they definitely deserve, I think, a much lengthier session. And it is Tojavoid. Okay, great. Thank you for clarifying that. so we just need to watch the full jumps here. That's really one of the main issues, and just go quickly when we smash things open. And yeah, just back and forth. Pretty simple from there. And we'll just try to do everything swiftly. And yeah, this was what caught me last time, just doing the second switch activation poorly. And yeah, that's the turnaround that's created by the spawn blocking release, I guess, around the blaster. Coins do verify that this is a new and correct path. Yeah, pretty interesting winding layout it is overall. Does make for a fairly lengthy segment, of course, because it is so interconnected and dependent on things breaking and spawn blocking in activating in a particular sequence. Whoa, okay. And yeah, Redbeard, whether you can catch me or not, I'll definitely let you know if we do put a dedicated session into one of yours, and you'll notice it anyway, depending on whether I show up as having cleared it. I mean, I don't mind taking a first look at it, Redbeard, it's just that I know how long yours tend to take when I'm actually navigating them properly. Now, if we go end-to-end here, everything resynchronizes on the next on-off switch, so it's really just individual segments that we need to master. And let's go. And I'll catch up on the chat in just a bit. Let's try to not miss anything on my way back and forth. And yeah, Tojivoid, hopefully we'll still manage to catch you awake. Whoops. Let's not start over. Let's resume here. And Mail64, congratulations on finishing the 6YMM level. And thank you for playing it. I don't know if you managed to find the cake. It was a cake that I think was maybe mildly controversial because some people had a really easy time with it and others struggled mightily, and there didn't seem to be much in between. You either got it quickly or you didn't. And okay, here we go. Okay, resynchronize and yeah, hang left. In general, I just need to do cleaner turnarounds when I see the path up ahead. And just expect when I need to pull back and forth. And for that matter, do a full jump. Okay, this was the segment that we died on before. Can't miss any jumps, of course. Or any turns. And yeah, we're well ahead of the pace that I was at previously, so I think I should be fine. It was on this turn that I had trouble. And there we are. Okay, one more segment. Now this one will not quite be autopilot. We'll need to jump over some spikes from time to time. A little bit of resynchronization around those spikes here and there. And there we go. Timing is going to reset it. Every on-off switch, of course. And yeah, Mail64, the replace command has been broken for a while, and I don't know how to fix it because Warp World doesn't actually let me configure the replace command. And so it's been down for about the past month. And I really should contact them about it. I really also should set up with the viewerlevels.com bot as a backup in case things go wrong. In some ways it has a better feature set. It's just that I would need to set up a lot of things again from scratch. But that's the other big viewer level that bought that has a couple of additional features like doing weighted random and other forms of queue management. Okay, here we go. Feel like I forgot to hit something. Oh no. That's going to be on the way back. Oh, I see. I need to jump through that. Okay. And yeah, Mail, you've been out a month. I guess last time you were here, maybe it was still working. As you often found, in fact, since you would give me a lot of temporary codes that would be replaced by new and fresh playtesting uploads. And yeah, for anybody new here, I usually do viewer levels twice a week. I couldn't do it yesterday for some scheduling reasons, but that's typically one of my 2 days. And sometimes if we have harder levels that we don't finish on stream, we do a catch-up session afterwards. Oh, I see what the arrows are telling me now, and also the semi-solid there, which I keep forgetting about because of the way the spike ball just rolls over that block. Yeah, that one is a little hard to see, but we know it's coming, too. Oh, almost outpacing this by cutting the jumps a little bit short. And yeah, I just need to do this. Okay, here we are again. Let's not blow it this time. Tap this, and whoa, nope. I hedged a bit on that jump because I was expecting that I needed to keep it short to not hit the spike ball. And yeah, that location is still giving me a little trouble when it comes to adjusting, but we'll hopefully get it quickly. And up we go. Okay. And here we are. Okay, and same kind of segment. Let's see what modifies this time. Once again, with Blaster Gate, that sends you up a different path. Up into the middle. Yeah, I have to pay pretty close attention to the floor sometimes as you go back and forth. And once again with the Blaster Gate. Okay, I don't know what these doors are all about. We'll of course check it. Ah, okay, this is for the pixel art. Gives you the freeze frame so you can see what is there in case you're playing in Endless, for instance, and don't have access to the More Info screen. So, might as well see all of this. I guess that's a Halloween pumpkin made of leaves. And that's it. Let's get into the queue. For anybody new here, we typically kind of informally alternate between next and sub-next. I try to avoid too many repeats. And, you know, we make a few adjustments here depending on various other factors, but we try to keep things fair. And hopefully not too slow. So we'll pick up the first submission here. That is going to be from Green Heroes, which, once again, is just your maker code, if I call. And let's go. Thank you for the GGs. Okay, so we are 2 Homestuck levels behind. Green Heroes, do let me know if there's a particular one that you would prefer. If not, we'll just go in order and go up the Endless Climb. Unless there's an older one that you would prefer I play. So do let me know if you have any kind of preference. That's assuming that you do. Okay. Yeah, let's do another one of these then. The puzzle solving tag turned out to be pretty interesting last time, and so looking forward to seeing how you've stitched it into the music in this level that is Under Light and Rain. You seek for answers in the sky. By George Buzenkai. Buzenkai? I'm not exactly sure. And Zigzy, welcome. Okay, up we go. Well, I guess we'll get over it. And checkpoint past that. I guess maybe there's some kind of thematic purpose to that early segment that I don't totally know about, but okay, it looks like Lemmy here holds the key. Probably he needs to be pushed by the twister. And up here, let's see what's going on. On-off switch affects the pipe over here once these are broken. And I guess this is a way to enforce entry only for this pipe. Okay, camera is not vertically locked, so kind of wonder if we can scout down below a little bit. Whoops. Can't go up there just yet. Until we traverse the clouds. Sure, why not? And of course there's something down below that I haven't taken a proper look at yet, but we'll wrap around a bit and see what we can make of it. And up we go. One long vertical climb. Okay, so something going on to the right with the on-off switch gating all of that off. I guess we'll probably head over there at some point just to see what that's all about. 30 coin down there, okay. Well, it looks like we're using the full extent of the vertical space here, almost. Aha, there we are. So we need... although some kind of power progression. This looks like it's going to be probably Spiny Head, unless we spawn a fireball somewhere. This looks like we need to probably tap with something. Whoops. Okay, so Mushroom's not available yet. Mushroom will eventually get you through that. Let's see this one-way panel. Oh, no, it's not a one-way panel, it's just a mushroom platform in the background. Okay, so this is highlighting the flower. Rather than thinking about this as something like a block that you tap, I think we need to pay attention to a flower somewhere. And yeah, it looks like a very precisely placed element that visually we need to scout for, perhaps. I don't know if it's that we need to just traverse all the clouds, or go back down and see if a flower reveals itself. Not down here it doesn't, but there is a seesaw. And we'll just keep an eye out for anything that we can see when it comes to the background design. Obviously the flower does have to be over a ground tile. And so we'll keep that in mind. Okay, that's an interesting way to do things. I like how nicely you can just sort of slide up that slope. Seesaw would raise the blaster for the Lemmy on the right. I don't know if that's just going to be a crush. Right now that's not going to work though, because we can't weigh it down that way. Well... Yeah, because the blaster is, of course, on a stack on the right side, weighing the seesaw down, but weighing it down only to the point of that ground tile beneath it, so you can't actually raise this just yet. I'm guessing I probably shouldn't have come all the way down. Fire Flower or something to that extent, or maybe Master Sword. Would, of course, kill the bomb instantly. It would drop the Muncher would drop, and then... depending on whether it falls off the conveyor onto the seesaw or merely onto this block... no, conveyor goes back. You kill the bomb, and then I need to think about the Muncher falling in a certain fashion. P-switch actually would allow the bomb to walk off. P-switch allows the bomb to walk off, and then you can unstack it. Anyway, these are just things to keep in mind. We've seen the flower, we've seen that possibility. We've also seen this as another location that looks like it could be potentially Master Sword related, but we don't know that yet for a fact. Anyway, probably missed something big on my way up. And St. Lattice, yeah, we'll do that code or something that it's referring to another day. Now, let's see here. Look at these one-way panels, too. Oh, it's just, in general, preventing you from trying to run into bones from below. Some extra protection. Yeah, this also prevents you from going up from below. Probably I need some kind of remote activation of that on-off switch that is at that front gate. One of the ways that you can do that, potentially, is with the bomb, because the bomb, the conveyor would hug that, and I think maybe it was within range of the switch. If you do that, then you have access to all the 30 coins, but not much else. I think that's what the big bomb at the beginning is all about. It's about activating the on-off switch on this side of the gate. Okay. Let's head up here. And Seppo, thank you for the submission of a red panda learns to fly. Whoops. I don't remember what TD is. I think it was Team Donut. But I do not know that for sure. Okay, so we have this, we have this. Bones up on the top. Right, so what am I potentially missing? Mine over here. Well, I think this flower is telling me something important. It could be something to hit. It could be, as I was thinking earlier, a flower that I have to see earlier in the level. Let's think about it. Yeah, this whole thing is gated off. It could be something in the opening segment. Oh, okay. No, Angry Sun. Okay, we just needed to grab the Angry Sun and light up the bomb. Simple. Oh, look at that. The block on the top right as well. I didn't see that. So yeah, it was just that one location I'd failed to traverse previously. Let's bring the sun down. I think actually you're supposed to climb on the vine, but no, we don't need that. We'll just drop the sun this way. And did that give me a switch activation? Yes, it did, because it closed off the gate. So yeah, we'll just need to go to the part of the level where the sun is spawning. And then the sun gives me the on-off switch when I'm out on this side. Which is going to be important for some reason. And we'll find out what that is. The sun isn't supposed to appear that way, so we broke something. Okay, good to know. So I guess I was within range of the sun somehow. Or did something to unblock it. Yeah, because I didn't see it the last time, but of course I didn't explore that part of the level either, because the question block on the top right I'd only really seen for the first time just now. It seemed rather precise to you, okay. That's kind of curious, because it seemed like you were using 2 screens here. Maybe it was supposed to be out of range of a certain jump. Here it is. Ah, maybe it was supposed to be out of range in such a way that you reach it with the vine. And then, yeah, there's the sun. You light up the bomb and then you go back up. Using the vine, probably. Okay, let it sweep. And let that activate. Okay, good. Now we can go back up. I only really saw 30 coins there, but I didn't really get a good look at that. Whoops. Wrong place. Now, the sun is just camera dependent, so if we just stop and let it sweep around, we're usually going to be safe. Behavior often seems much more forgiving than it was in Mario 3, but I don't know if that's just memory playing tricks on you. Oh, there's the flower. I see the flower. Whoa. Well, we've got 3 seconds. It's 300 seconds, not really in a hurry. Let's just try to get back over there. But yeah, I see the flower now. I didn't get a good look at what to do with it in that location. There's a flower over here as well. I guess that doesn't tell you much. Oh yes, this goes up to the on-off block area. I should probably stop doing that. Yeah, you get up, you spawn the sun, you flip the switch, then you go up. Yeah, just need to remember where to drop, which is sometimes a little difficult to spot, but we'll get up there and do it. Yeah, it's going to be above the 30 coin area, so next stack here. Once we've had a chance to wrap our way over. And yeah, since we were just one step away from spawning the sun, I don't think it's a big issue either. The way I accidentally got within range earlier. I don't know if there's anything but a 30 coin up there. It was hard to see whether I had fully explored that. And of course, one thing we should check is down here whether the on-off switch has affected anything else. Whoops. Oh well, got that one in the face. Yeah, ultimately we'll want the key door through here. Also, that's telling me something about the mushroom, probably a mushroom requirement. Also notice that if we do flip the switch with the sun, we'll have to flip it again. Interesting what this is telling me. Not sure. Oh, I guess some of the track positioning is just to do some initial setup. But we'll find it out for sure when we... Whoops. Play through this properly. through here. And Luigi's the one who's into Homestuck, really. Is that the official lore now? Well, we'll find that out on the next attempt. Okay. What can we do here? Go up and over. I always lose track of whether I've gone high enough. Flower, yes, there we go. And back down. Green Heroes, I will at least give the Luigi bid one full attempt first. Before we switch over to Toadette. We usually don't get too much in the way of a bid war. Or change characters, so I don't actually have a firm policy for what to do with that, but we'll let Luigi have at least one go. RVamp, how long am I planning on streaming? Well, I mean, it depends on the levels themselves. I lately have been closing queue at around the 1.5 to 2 hour mark, but sometimes I still wind up going about 4 hours long. Sometimes. I don't exactly know if I'll be able to, but... Okay. But we'll see. I mean, I didn't manage to stream at all yesterday, so I'm hoping to get a bit more done today. Whoops. Let's check that top part once again and see if... Whoa, that's a dangerous position to stand in. Let's not do that. That's not a great place to jump, in fact. And Lord Pengu, welcome back. Okay. Let's let the sun do its thing. Yeah, it looks like there may be a fair amount of back and forth here as we figure things out. Okay, I feel like there's something that I'm able to... Ah, of course, yep. We melt the ice. Probably by standing somewhere a little more convenient to move the sun's screen position. There we go. That's nice. A bit of a surprising interaction in some ways. Where when you see an ice block, usually you don't think of Angry Sun as one of the things that's going to happen. Okay, interesting. That's... Oh, I see, because the top right now had a switch reset, but that didn't happen twice. So, yeah, I guess whatever reset the state there didn't really apply to me. I wonder about that pipe as well. Also notice that it now is a Super Ball underneath the key door. Wait, this is telling me something. Ah, okay, you come back and then there's a Super Ball that spawns once. That's interesting. Oh, I think I see. Yes, okay, no, because it's based on your initial on-off position coming in, isn't it? Let me take a look at this once again. Yeah, so Super Ball is going to do something for me. Well, Super Ball should light up the bomb once again, right? If I'm correct. Well, we need to move to Twister. We need to do something here with that. Super Ball. Does that collide? It does not. Let me think about where we could possibly fire it. Once again, oh, whoops. That's okay, we can retrieve it. Whoa, that's dangerous. Yeah, kind of nice to see some less conventional interactions here, for sure. Well, we'd like to move to Twister somehow. And Nugu Kaza, I'm doing alright. Glad I could actually stream today, which has been a little less consistent lately. Did the Super Ball give me anything up top? I had access to the mushroom, I had access to the door that brought me back down here. Let me take a look at the freeze frame again, just to see if there's any kind of visual clue that I didn't manage to process in time. It gives me an exit door. Hang on, I just didn't really have time to read that. Spike ball hitting the on-off switch. Okay. I don't know if that mechanism is important then. Possibly. We should activate the bomb again. Whoops. Yeah, that's gonna be instant. And then what do we do? Well, now that on-off switch isn't accessible to me, is it? Let's... Ah, there's Boom Boom. Interesting. Except I lost access to the Super Ball, so now we need to rethink what to do about Boom Boom. In the next 50 seconds. Is Boom Boom supposed to hit something for me? Big Bada Boom Boom is the 5th element, yeah. Apparently so. Well, I mean, I lost the Super Ball. I don't know if there's anything else I can do here, and yeah, no, I do remember that bit in the 5th element. Very fine film. What do I even do with Boom Boom? I need to probably get him down onto the seesaw. To get him down onto the seesaw, I need to reactivate the on-off switch somehow. And the way to reactivate the on-off switch is to blow it up on the right side. And... let's see here. And, yeah, okay, up we go. Yeah, Mail64, I mean, I guess you would be much more attentive to French language media than I am. I didn't know any of the stuff going on around Luc Besson until very, very recently, in fact. But I don't really tend to follow film industry news, per se. Like, I watch a lot of cinema, but don't really keep up with media about it. Whoops. Okay, up here. And up we go. And down. Now let's see what we can do here. We've finally blown that up. We can now go for that top position. Melt the ice, grab the mushroom, and then respawn through the door with the initial on-off state set to off. Let me find the path, first of all. It's surprisingly tricky to do so. And up we go. Whoops. And yeah, Mill, it's probably fairly likely that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with major figures in the French film industry that doesn't get reported in English language media just because of things not making it over translation. I'm sure that's probably the case. But in general, I think a lot of English language media coverage can have a very cloistered view of the world. And okay, let's go up. Let's see. And up we go. Okay. Yeah. Spawn to sun. Oh, spawn to sun the way that was maybe not entirely intended. Bomb down here. Yeah, just a bit of a long series of interactions, but we understand the flow of it, I think. And up we go. If it's not in English, it's not worth your time, and it also has to be in a classical Southern accent. Now, by saying it's a classical Southern accent, are you talking about, like, south of the Mason-Dixon line, or are you talking about, like, the south of Greece? Because it really depends on what you mean by classical. Whoops. Yeah, in Dixie. There's a very credible theory that, I mean, I think it's fairly well accepted by linguists now, but it used to be like fairly popularly known, that a lot of the sort of Southern Belle accent south of the Mason-Dixon line was that way because children would be picking it up from African American English, like AAVE, from the people, including the slaves in the slavery area, that were actually nursing them. Because you would have so many black women formerly enslaved, but also later just, even after emancipation, being the ones who were primarily doing childcare. And so, the irony of it being that you would have these, like, horribly racist societies in some ways, like, being really proud of their accent, even though the accent is actually just kind of a blend of a lot of African-American speech that was absorbed in childhood. And it's kind of fascinating because, like, the people who are sort of writing about this phenomenon you know, not with any formal training as linguists, like pick up on this very, very early and had been talking about it for decades before it was kind of properly studied. Nukukaza, oddly enough, I think Django Unchained is one of the only Tarantino films I've not seen. I missed on it at the time for some reason I don't remember. I've seen almost all of Tarantino, but not that. Anyway, yeah, no, there was the door at the top, and I needed the door with the off state. Yeah, I'm just losing track slightly because I keep missing clouds as I'm jumping around. Okay. For something conceptually quite simple, this is taking me a fair while to get. Yeah, that's right, because I get a mushroom up top, and then I go through the door. I've done that before, I know how it goes. Now, let's see. Let's not hit the sun. You really don't know why the sun spawns them that far away from the corners of the red block area. Yeah, I mean, I can't quite tell what its initial spawning position is. Okay. Now let's get to the Super Ball phase. It's at 170 seconds, which is slow. We'll pop in the pipe, pop back out with the Super Ball, and we'll see what we can do. And let's see. Right, because now we can grab Super Ball to activate the on-off switch from the left, except do we want to do that first before I know how to activate the one on the right? Because we want to spawn Boom Boom, but in order to do that we need to kind of get out of range. And then get him back in, and then somehow activate the other switch. If I understand correctly. Yeah, there's Boom Boom. Can we do something from down here? Yeah, this is where I timed out last time. And we'll see what else we can do here. Feels like I'm missing something to do with the on-off switch on the right. Actually, having spawned Boom Boom in this position, I wonder what else I need to do. Shouldn't he spawn up again if I retake the door? If he's been unblocked... Well, Boom Boom was unblocked by the on-off switch, though. If I understand that correctly. Maybe it is something conditional that I didn't read there, but... I mean, we can try that. But if you spawn down there in the off position... Oh yeah, with the Super Ball interaction already activated. Wow, I'll have to redo this, actually, just from time. I'll probably only put in one more full attempt at Green Hero, simply because the time it takes to repeat this is so lengthy, and because we have a fairly long queue. But let's try to be a little more attentive and try to make our way through quickly, so... Yeah, because for something that's actually fairly simple to follow, I did not expect to take this long. Actually, the little getting over it segment at the very beginning is short enough that it may have been more time efficient to just restart. Your time evaporates as you climb. Yeah, it really does. It just has that kind of relationship with atmospheric pressure. And then let's go down this way. Flower, yeah, there we go. Okay, Angry Sun. And there we go. Okay, so that goes down. And we go back up, light up that whole bit under the mushroom. Surprisingly tricky to remember the pathway up. I mean, it helps to just climb, I guess. Whoa, that was nearly fatal. Okay. Up we go. And yeah, Seppo, we will redeem your skip to queue immediately after this level, so. With apologies to people who were right here from the beginning of the stream that are in like the first few positions. Okay, here we are. So yeah, we need to figure out what to do with Boom Boom. Either some kind of secondary activation of the on-off switch on the right, or we actually do have to loop around to respawn through here in the off states with the blocks already broken. Yeah, because now that we've broken the bricks, that actually is a state change from the last time that we came through this door. So yes, it is worthwhile to dip back in there and take care of Boom Boom that way, although we want to ultimately launch Boom Boom onto the seesaw here, if I understand correctly. So let's blow this up, and let's go. Yeah, because it was the bricks that we broke that would have been spawn blocking Boom Boom in this case. And okay, here we go. And for anybody who is new to submitting here, I always do plan to get through everybody who does get into the queue. Even if I close fairly early, we will try to get through everybody who's able to stay to see their creations played, so. And I know it's kind of a difficult time slot for a lot of people, so. Hopefully, get through everybody we can. Okay, here's Boom Boom. We go over Boom Boom and drop him on the seesaw. That's how we do it. There we go. Now, surely it's time for possibly checkpoint plus music. Meow. And yeah, Seppo, certainly seemed like you were waiting for your moment. Anyway, here's the music track. Also your first level since 2019. Yeah. Never too late to get back in, unless, of course, the servers start going down or close off the way they did for the first game. Anyway, second part of the track in the classic Green Heroes style. Oh, I totally forgot Green Heroes to switch to Toadette as you requested earlier. I can still fill that in for the next level after this one, of course. We'll just interrupt the music to do so, instead of being attentive listeners. Yeah, I think traditionally what I did with multiple change character requests was kind of processed them one level at a time anyway. What did I miss? Oh no, it was the state switch. Right. Let's pay attention to the exits here. Oh yeah, that cloud. That's there was a cloud that was up above, actually. Anyway, we'll go down, and that is going to be the flagpole up here. Should soft lock you if you don't move. Oh, with the POWs at the end, you mean? Anyway, thank you for your patience. And thank you for the GGs, so. We'll mark that as a win, and we'll fulfill Seppo's request for Skip the Queue. And let me make sure that the bot has everything in the correct order. That took way too long considering the relative simplicity. Okay, here we go. A red panda learns to fly. Cape Showcase, dedicated to Anne Wheatwell, who is a very friendly Mario Maker streamer herself. Stay on path or he gets mad. I'm looking at the cover art here. At first glance, it looks more like a snail. Oh no, I guess it is supposed to be a red panda who learns to fly. Who knows? Let's try it. Oh, you're saying that it doesn't soft lock you, but that it would be funny if you did. Yeah. I see what you mean. Wait, let's pay attention here. That's going to be a Cape Stomp, obviously. Hang on. Yeah, I just need to... how do we build up enough speed to do the pound here? Ah, no, because you... Ah, I see. You fall in this way. And then you build up enough speed going back. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Right, because we do need to pound. Whoops. And I want to build up enough P speed to do so. How did I actually get enough of a run then? There we go. Stomp. Look at that 30 coin and that pipe up top too. Curious. Oh, this looks like a spin fly. This also looks like a spin fly where you take off from the conveyor belt and wait, spin. Yeah, let's do that instead. It's gonna glue you to the ceiling if you do this properly. Whoops. There we go. And then we need to build up enough speed to do so twice. Okay, oh yeah, no. I see what I did here. Just try to do this. Put an instant land, and you need to, of course, not hit the ceiling. Yeah, I did see the pipe up top as well, did Kaza. But only after we had already flown, or rather, walked past the one-way panel. Suspiciously placed a dev-like pipe. Nope, hang on. Do need to control that jump a little bit better. Oh, whoops. Missing the jump over there. Green Heroes, you wonder where the... Oh, no, you want a standard flight here. Okay. I guess so. Yeah, just a standard jump then. Yeah, it's just a matter of building speed. Here's checkpoint. Whoops. Yeah, we're not going to make it past this in time, I don't think. Nope. Too slow. Okay, this is going to say hold X plus Y. Oh, because then you can maintain a run while maintaining the spin, yeah. Whoops, nope. Okay, please. I guess I do have to reset. Or the P-switch. Yeah, I mean, partly I guess this is more of a Cape tutorial level as well, so... Lord Pengu, I think part of the purpose here is to create some teaching segments for these mechanics. Oh, whoops. I'm going to try this a little bit differently. Let's try to P-switch once again. I'm holding my middle finger on X and tapping Y with my index finger. That's how to do it. Just need to rethink how you're using the controller. I think here I actually need flight. Whoops, nope. Yeah, probably need a flight form here to be able to take damage and go through. Why are we going back? Oh, I guess... Hang on. Developing flight the other way, perhaps. Let's see. That seems like it's just protection against losing the cape. We do have the right idea, in fact. Oh. Ah, okay, no, we just needed to back up. Yeah. And do the, backwards float over. There we go. Alright, and what do we have? Whoops. And that's just for the stomp. Yeah, the use of the water as a sort of mechanical lock is quite nice. Fly slow. Okay, we'll do that just from pulling back. That's the thing about the cape, is that, like, if you're familiar with it from Super Mario World, you know what to do. If you're not familiar with it, there are so many mechanics attached to it that it's a difficult item to use in a level in a way that is going to be very clearly accessible. You have to go really slow. Wow, okay. and gain enough height, I think. Start slowing down all the way from the bottom, wrap around, and then take as long as possible to activate the thwomp. Oops.
Splish.
And thank you for the follow. Yeah, so you kind of need to go over like that, and then go really slow. No, you do need to pull up, of course. Anyone using the Switch Twitch app, I don't see why you would. Unless you truly have no other device on you in a circumstance that nevertheless has an internet connection. Yeah, it's purely just a viewer app, and I would assume that the feature set is going to be a little behind a standard experience as well. Yeah, so you need a little bit of backwards momentum here going into the flight. Hang on. Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's see. Not enough height, I think. Nope. Almost there. And, yeah, Toja Void, that's exactly how to do it. I don't see why you would occupy your screen on the Switch with Twitch when, you know, if you're going to be watching viewer levels, realistically, I expect that people here are mostly multitasking. Okay. Worked out quite well in the end. Quality Humor didn't pay your power bill, so you have to use your imagination to get on the internet. Yeah. Isn't that how we all used to do it? Yeah, we want to jump off Yoshi mid-flight. Kind of neat to see that mechanic in action. Not very often do you actually see that flight continuation past Yoshi simply because you need to build so much vertical space to even require that in the first place. Okay. And yeah, Toja Void, I'm not too concerned about that. We'll make it through everyone we can in good time. No. Need a fairly quick spin on this. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, no, I see what's happening here. When I'm reversing directions, I'm kind of losing that upward momentum. And you actually do need this extra block from the conveyor belt, which is interesting. You kind of need a reversal too, in fact. But the problem with the reversal is that... yeah, I guess maybe it's just a habit of mine to pull back. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, my pullback timing relative to the dismount is wrong. Because you, as the arrows are trying to show you, you do need to change directions before you dismount. And unfortunately, that's what's going on. Yeah, it's a pretty specific timing window. Make that happen. Okay, Let's try this again. You could actually not even need Yoshi. Oh, because you can gain height another way. Yeah, I wonder if you can just hug the wall instead of trying to do a reversal. You can get it with slow flight, yeah. Probably not happening. Let's see. How did I even do it initially then? The first time it took off. Because if I continue... Yeah, there's something I'm not doing right input-wise. Yep. That dismount, I think, was coming too late. It seems to be suggesting that you should do the direction swap before the dismount, but... I'm getting into issues with pointing in either direction, because either you go into the dive bomb or the slow flight. And I'm not preserving momentum the way I was initially. Spinning too early after the turn. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it wasn't clear to me that that's what I did. Now it's clear. Whoa. Then we're not going to make time this time. Do need to be fairly precise about the bumpers. Whoop. We have a reversal here, and then... Yeah, the reversal and the vine are throwing me off a little bit, but we'll try to make that work. Okay, we do need to reset through the door. Yeah, take advantage of that bumper as well, I guess. D-pad players seem to get stuck on vines if they're with the Pro Controller. Maybe. I don't tend to have the problem with the up inputs because I'm not using the Pro Controller rocking back and forth, which introduces that accidental up diagonal. I do occasionally have the accidental up diagonal, but it's very much my fault. But we'll try to do the reversal cleanly. As you can see, I'm actually going into the dive after the vine, which tells me that maybe my reversal isn't as clean as it should be. Nope. Tricky. Whoops. Yeah, I do need the bumper to reverse, though, I'm pretty sure. But as you can see, going into the dive there is my issue. Possibly I just need to let up on a D-pad there? I'm not sure. Hang on. We're going to hit timeout here, of course. And yeah, going in too high. Should be going towards the second bumper, I think, and then that'll give me a cleaner landing. Oh, here we are again. Hang on. Nope. Will I have enough height? We'll see. Probably not, actually. Nope. E-switch should actually be off by the time I get to that location. So that wasn't great positioning to begin with. Too far forward. Much too far forward. And yeah, once again, it's a matter of cutting momentum before you go into that float. Well, this is probably better, but so slow that height may actually be an issue. It totally is going to be an issue. Although, of course, if we have good rhythm, we can maintain height. And inch our way a little bit upwards, but not so far up we hit the bumpers, of course. I think it's clear you shouldn't touch the bumpers. Okay, let's try this again. Once again, need a bit more spacing before we get into the dismount. Okay, let's see here. And let's try it again. Okay. Need a particular target for where to bump. It's not going to be that. We're losing a fair bit of momentum and we won't be able to get up through here. Oh, you mean you shouldn't be touching the bumpers on the right? Okay. That I didn't realize. Yeah, because it felt like I was supposed to intentionally avoid the vine by getting a bit of bump for momentum, but as we can see, it is pushing me a little too fast over to the left. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, actually. A lot more sense. Well, we'll need to reset this one, obviously. Let's try it again. Nope, once again, forgetting about that. And, yeah, I understand it about the reset, I think. Whoops. If I am reading you correctly, that is. Okay. Was there more? Looked like we needed to do a little bit more here. Oh no, that's just straight up flight. As far as I can tell. This should give me enough of a takeoff, I should hope. I guess you might need to reverse. Oh no, you got plenty of room. Whoop, I said. You've got plenty of room. Okay, and then just a matter of getting over it. Nope, miss. Miss. Missing everything. Flying over it? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, look. Let's not miss that. And here we are. Okay, thank you for that, Sebo. Free flight free flight section, rather, designed to work both ways, yes. Very understandable. Okay, we're going to pull Nugukaza in with a sub-privilege, but then it'll be straight down the list after that. Depending on the clear rate, we'll probably be closing before too long. But I will play everybody who is already in if I can. Oh, you re-uploaded, okay. Oh, right, because replace doesn't work, so give me the new code. And... or unless I put in a 5 instead of an S, which is possibly what I did. Here we go. Ah yes, Cannonballism, where we got quite close to the finish. Let's try it again. Okay, so you nerfed it slightly. Well, considering that I did get through to the end, that's encouraging. Yeah, because it was the final corner that got me into trouble consistently when I tried the earlier version. Whoops. Now, of course, we're just dying earlier. Oh, hey, look at that. Whoa! Almost. Almost. Just a little bit of a choke at the end. That's okay. That didn't feel particularly tight. I think that can probably be recreated. I say that, of course, as I take a death much, much earlier. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I can just tell that after that near miss earlier, we'll probably be choking on this for a while. That's how things go. Well, I mean, usually when it comes to the artwork, the hitbox on the P-Balloon is actually kind of on your side. Of course, that does make it potentially a little difficult to read if you're not used to it. I wouldn't say I'm used to it, despite how many levels Nugu Kaza sends me. And yeah, thanks for all the second submissions from those of you doing so. We'll hopefully get to those. Okay, let's try this again. Off to the right. Yeah, it's very easy to get a bit impatient with stuff like this when you know that victory is in sight. Well, Lord Pingu, you can fit into one-tile spaces, as you probably know. With the P-Balloon. Very essential puzzle mechanic, in fact. So I don't know exactly. But as Green Heroes is saying, it is like a circle. I haven't mapped it out on a pixel-by-pixel basis, but I'm sure other people here have. Yeah, like an octagon occupying the same kind of tile. I see. Do you need to maintain speed here? "45-degree corners with short lengths, which enables the clipping." I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I think I know what you mean in terms of visualizing an octagon with the lengths being uneven because of the way the diagonals are handled. All these things that precision players have mapped out, which I haven't. Okay, there we go. Success. Oh, whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. That was potentially quite dangerous. As was that. But luckily no clear condition or anything, so as long as we don't hang around on the final screen, we're in good shape. Thank you for the GGs. Mail64, you said you wanted to replace your code, I think? With the new one? Okay, fine. We can punch it in anyway just to get to your profile. And swap to the appropriate creation afterwards for the playtest. Last level on the profile, yep. We can do that. Drafty Mansion. This cold mansion up the mountain holds devious paths. Now let me just check the state of the queue right now. The queue forever to make. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play this one first, and we'll probably close the queue after I finish this, or if it takes us a while to explore, maybe into a few attempts. But do consider this the last call if anybody has additional submissions, and we'll try to get through everybody who's left. Multiple paths as usual. Devious paths this time, as you enter this cold mansion up the mountain. And yeah, Mill, as usual, you know, to score, we'll clear it on one path, and if we don't see everything, you're always welcome to resubmit it to explore it a bit further. This would push you down, except not far enough, so we'll just let the track blocks do their job. Okay, there we go. Ah, okay, bouncy. Interestingly enough, that does affect that initial position of the track blocks. Let's head over here. Ding dong. And this is going to be your 4-3, I see. Yeah, because I see that the current Super World upload is up to, what is it, 3 worlds, and so you've got some levels prepared up to that point. Let's get the thwomp down there. Whoa, wasn't watching. Yeah, Sadamil, replace isn't working, but we'll try to do that manually when it is your turn, and you will be next, I believe, so. It's okay, we'll do it manually. Just remind me of the code when we do get to you. And Sadamil, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. When I call you up, I will punch in the code that you actually want me to play. Yeah, Warp World has been pretty glitchy lately. Replace command has not been working at all for the past month or so. At least not for me. Hang on. There we are. And it won't really let me fix the script either, because for some reason I can't manage the place command on my configuration panel. Whoops. Let's grab the cat. And the cat allows me to climb, which is useful because we could climb on the fence instead of just dropping straight down the way we did. Nope. Bad idea. Yeah, because you are supposed to let the thwomp make its way back over, I guess. Let's try that road again. I do want to figure it out. And yeah, of course, you know, the one thing is that, of course, the bot will not display the correct information about the level when we get to it, but that's fine as long as we have the right thing being played. And yeah, I think they did something on the back end such that the string that they use for the level codes has now been replaced with a string that also includes the level title that's in the database. But it seems to have been done in a way that's kind of inconsistent. We could have gone left here. If we really want. That gives you another cat, though, and allows you to drop down from there. Okay. Seems like this was an alternate entrance into this area, in fact. Okay, that was dangerous. But we got it. Warp block over there. Now, why would I want to do that? It gets rid of the thwomp over there, but sure, let's do it. Gives you a bit of a push. Oh, missed the 30 coin. Push this guy down and blows everything up. And I guess we're supposed to outpace the thwomp here. Whoops. Not by playing like this, we don't. Oh, almost. Probably not supposed to damage boost through absolutely everything here, but we'll take it. Oh, kind of a Mega Man segment here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Switch gives you a bit of a staircase. And let's see. Can I do spin into pickup? I think I can. No, maybe not. No, I can't. I can do like a forward toss. There we go. Except that'll fall down. That was short-lived. On second thought, let's not take the B-switch. Perhaps. We can see what keeping the P active at this point does. Whoops. Except that's expired. Okay, P-switch won't do anything on this screen. We will drop this, though. And let's see what's going on over here. Push. Okay, probably don't want to stand there. I have to be short to get through that. Or I can drop this and just let it make its way forward, or drop this like that and see if it breaks this passage the way I would like. Let's not risk that. Let's just go through and grab checkpoint. Okay. A lot of P-switch business going on over here if we had actually managed to smuggle one in. Icicles are going to drop, and then... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. We just hit this like that. Pretty simple. Okay, no, we need to hit that until we escort the spike ball all the way forward. There's a bit of a cooldown time on it, of course. Hang on. Because of the way that the long jump bumps you back. But we'll get it. Nope, one more. But the boos are all in the way now. There we are. Move the track block. I guess we could have done something with that door, but instead we'll maybe risk this. See what comes out. Okay, interesting. I guess we'll hit this. Feels like it might be lock protection there, actually, with the door under the on-off switch. Aw, okay. Oh, I see. Everything's going to blink at you. The boos also need to be repositioned. The boos are not in the best position. Hang on. Ooh, that's tricky. No. Unintentional, but if it works. Can't quite see what is unintentional about that, but we'll go back and see. Oh, I suppose I did originally bring the spring all that way. Blue block puzzle. Whoops. Yeah, this guy was kind of out of view of the camera here on the left, but... Whoops. Let's just get some of the timings straightened out. Yeah, I keep forgetting. There's a bit of a snipe on that one. Whoops. Oh, that one though I should have avoided. Nope. Once again. Okay. Same idea here, as we've done a few times already. The blue block puzzle, you're saying? Okay. Oh, you mean this bit here, yeah. Oh, I see. It's probably something to do with the crates being used as stoppage. Let's move that. Whoa. Nope. Should have paid attention there. Oh, I see. Yeah, because of the sideways trampoline spawn. Okay. That was entirely too daring. Oh, whoops. Whoa, I just pointed the wrong way on a roll. Okay, let's remember the guy in the top left this time. Yeah. He is kind of totally out of the way coming in, though. Whoops. Let's see if we can pull the booze. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Whoa, that's a little bit claustrophobic. But we got it. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this positioning... Let's rethink it.